Hey to all my followers and Facebook friends. So I'm doing a little video update. What we have done is we now have what's called Duckpin scoring included in our scoring system. So for those of you who are not familiar with Duckpins, it's a game that's primarily played in the New England area a little bit, and then down in the Washington, Maryland area, Virginia. It's kind of been losing popularity just because it's difficult to get parts for the machines. There's a dedicated group of people who are trying to grow the game and keep it going. And some of them are asking about scoring, so we've gone ahead and included some Duckpin scoring in our system. So I'm going to walk up to our screen and explain for those of you who don't know. In Duckpins, you actually get 3 shots per frame. So if you get a strike on the first ball, it counts as a strike, and spare is a normal spare. But if you need that 3rd frame and you get all the pins down, then you're going to get that 0 in the 3rd spot. As you can see up on my video here, I've got in the 2nd frame, 9 missed 0. Well, I missed that single pin on the 2nd shot, but I got it on the 3rd. So the scoring works like normal bowling, where a spare counts as 10 plus the next shot. A strike is 10 plus the next 2 shots. But in Duckpins, if you get 10 for the frame like I did in that 2nd frame there, you just get the 10. So that's why the score's looking the way it is. As far as the rules, what you do is on the 3 shots, you have to make sure all the dead wood is off the lane. So there can't be any pins in the gutters or laying on the lane in Duckpins. You have to have them removed. And what I've done is I've temporarily wired in some buttons, and we've added a Duckpin mode to our machine. And I'm just going to throw a couple balls here and let you see how it's working, and you can see the scoring going on it and the machine working. So let's see how this works out. So the machine did not cycle, as you see, but I've got that pin. Let me zoom in a little bit. I've got that pin down there. We've got to get it out of the way. So I'm going to push the button, and you'll see the new Duckpin mode of the pinsetter. So there's no hesitation waiting for the sweep because the scoring has already been done. So as you can see up there, we've got the 8 up there. So now we're ready. I'm going to try and pick this up. Oh, I got the 1, and you'll see that come up on the score here. It's going to show me the last standing pin, and okay, and now you're going to see the 0 come up. That gives me 10 for the frame. So I've got to now reset this, and again, you'll see the new Duckpin mode for the spotting. So if you're not familiar with the machines that set up Duckpins, the majority of them out there right now are what's called the Sherman Duckpin pinsetter. They're dating back from the 50s, I believe, and they're a very robust machine. It's hard to get parts, but they're pretty well built, and there's been a dedicated group of mechanics that have kept them running for the lot of years. I've kind of reprogrammed my machine to pay homage to those Duckpin Sherman setters, and doesn't work exactly like theirs do, but it kind of recreates it. So we'll take a couple more shots here. So see the score up there. So I've got 7 spares. Let's see what we can get on this time. All right, and again, I've got to clear out that dead wood because I can't have anything on the lane. On the Duckpin lanes, what they actually have is long conveyor belts down where the flat gutters would be on a 10-pin lane. And those belts can actually stick out 15 feet past the pins. And what they do is they actually capture the pins and they move them back into the pit. And it prevents you a lot of times from having to cycle the machine, because that's where a lot of the pins end up, is in the gutters. So it keeps things moving right along. You can actually bowl a Duckpin game fairly fast. So, and there we go. I've actually bowled the Duckpins on strings. You can see one of the videos on my channel here. It's not fun with the strings. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I've bowled the regular Duckpins when I was down in Maryland, and it's a blast. So honestly, I kind of wish that Duckpins had been the game that took over as opposed to 10 pins. Duckpin just seems more fun to me. and I really do enjoy it. So I'm hoping that they can grow it, and that we're hoping with our scoring systems that it will allow them to flourish. So if you are interested in our scoring system, just some other information is that we can automate the machine. We don't have it hooked up and set up here right now. We haven't quite got that far with our programming, but we can automate so that should someone get a strike, a spare, or they throw their 3 frames, the machine will automatically cycle. It's something we're going to be putting in here down the road. We just didn't get to it now. I just wanted to show everybody the scoring, but we do have that coming, and we will be able to do that. So if you want to just retain your old system with the push buttons, here's what I've done down here. This is just kind of recreating those buttons that you would see on the ball return. So this is my first ball cycle, and then that's my second ball cycle. The Duckpin people use a different name. Honestly, I forget what that is. I was just told it, and it's slipping my mind. It's not respot and spot. It was, I forget. So I'll have to look that up. But again, if you want any information, there's the Duckpin Bowling Network on Facebook, and there is a Duckpin Bowling Congress. So go on there if you are not familiar with the game and you want to go check it out. There's some information where you can go find some lanes that might have some good old-fashioned true duck pins with the Sherman machines. I urge you to go look it up and try it out if you can. Obviously, leave me some questions down in the comment section if you have anything to ask. And if you're interested in the scoring system for your own duck pin center, definitely get in touch with us. We'd love to talk to you.